What's up, guys? It's going to be a fun little real estate rant, and this rant is very inspired by a situation that I see time and time in the real estate industry. Now, what I'm talking about is the different types of agents. There's agents who kind of wait for things to happen, and there's agents who go out and make it happen. And right now, in the market as it is, as it currently sits, where people are saying the sky is falling, the tariffs are hitting, this happening, that happening. At the end of the day, like, you got to realize closings are still happening. People still need to buy because they have more money, or they came into an inheritance, or because they just want to invest, and people still need to sell because they're getting divorced, they're maybe upsizing, maybe they're downsizing, maybe something's happening. So at the end of the day, like, you got to realize people are going to buy and sell regardless of what market it is. And you can either be the first type of agent who sits back and says, you know what, I'm going to wait till deals come to me, I'm going to wait till the market recovers, whatever it may be. Or there's going to be the agents who say, you know what, I frankly don't give a shit what happens, and they go out and make it happen. Now, your next question is going to be, how do you make it happen? First things first, and I'm kind of breaking this down for a free course I'm going to be putting out on Instagram and on all this stuff. But first things first, you got to figure out where you want to put your efforts. Where do you want to actually invest your time in mining for leads? Because that's essentially what we're doing. We're sitting there with a little pickaxe, fork, whatever you want to call it, and we're just hammering on something. We're hammering, 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 whether that be door knocking, sphere of influence, cold calling, online leads, um, FISBOs, expired listings, whatever it may be. There's a couple right there that you can hammer, but whatever it may be, that's what we're hammering on. Now, my personal favorite to talk about is paid advertising, because one, you really don't need a lot of money, especially when you look at how much money you're going to get paid once you actually close a deal. And two, it's just more efficient. Like, who wants to sit there and cold call and door knock and do all those manual labor activities when we really got in the business to be dealing with buyers and sellers? Now, again, let's just say we're talking about paid ads. We're talking about running ads where we basically have a core offer that we put out there, and people want to take advantage of it, and then they opt into our lead form and we get their information. And then our job is to build a proper inside sales process that not only builds trust with them, but also warms them up, gets them ready to go, and makes the conversion process a lot easier. Now, what I want to say about that is the fact that, like, there's two different people in that as well. So the first person is, again, the person that gets these leads, and sure, they're coming to them, they're actually putting the money out to get those leads. But the first person is going to basically just wait till they respond, wait till the lead actually says, hey, I'm ready to go, I got a pre-approval, can you take me out to go see houses? Because they're going to be waiting forever. That's not going to happen. That's just not the way business works. Because on the other hand, you're going to have an agent who is aggressive, ready to go. They're calling that lead right when they sign up. Within the first 2 minutes, they're calling that lead 2 times a day for the next 7 days. This is what some of our inside sales process looks like. Call the lead 2 times a day for 7 days. And then after that, for 30 days, they get a call every 7 days. So, like, building that strategic outreach platform, because they know that a lot of the times it takes 7 to 8 to 12 touch points before you even get a response to a lead. So there's two types of agents in there. And that's kind of what I was just thinking, is like, reevaluate who you are and who you want to be, more so who you want to be. Because who you are doesn't matter. Who you want to be is what you should be looking at. And if you want to be that person that's having 300K GCI or 500K GCI, what do you need to become to be able to achieve that? Like, you need to change who you are, because if you're not making 300, you're not making 500K, then you need to change the thought patterns and the beliefs you have as a person, and most importantly, the activities that you're taking as a person, in order to become that person who's doing 300, 500K GCI. And I guarantee you, it's going to be a different than what you're doing right now, because otherwise you would have been already making that money. And that's honestly kind of one of the coolest parts of business, is the fact that, like, as you progress in business, your personality and you as a human develop, because you're becoming someone new. You're growing into someone who makes that 300 or 500K. And that's just an analogy. If you don't want to make 300K, you don't want to make 500K, you're happy with 100K, totally fine. I'm not saying that that's a bad goal, because some people love that. And I know a lot of people that love the 100K mark. They're happy. They work like 3, 4 hours a day, and that's just their life goal. Maybe they have other stuff going on. But it's definitely something that you need to align your personality with if that's what you're going for. Rather, even if you're just trying to make 100K, like even if you're at 50K, you need to become that person who makes 100K. So this is kind of like a little bit of a real estate rant, but I had a lot of thoughts going on in my head about this, and I've been doing real estate for over 8 years now. And last 2 years, I've switched to helping other agents scale their businesses, create quality leads, and it's kind of just been a pattern that I see over and over again, time and time again, with the agents we help. The ones that do extremely well right off the bat, they're the ones that kind of understand that. And there's a reason why, like, the first thing that our agents go through is something called a mindset module, and that reframes their whole mindset, to be like, hey, man, like, you have limiting beliefs. It's not anything to be ashamed of, but here's some strategies to help you change your belief system, because that person making the 500 or whatever amount has a different belief system, and that's what you need to relate to as well, and that's what you need to become. So, little quick rant, but just been grinding here and making things happen for agents, which is inevitably making things happen for everybody around us, which is amazing. Very exciting times. If you guys need help getting more leads, link below, book a call. You'll be speaking with me directly for at least another couple of weeks. See ya.